Hello everyone! Welcome to another stream. I have my hugging shirt on. Not really, it's just my loud shirt. Yes, let us get some hopeful wins for Team Hug. We're decently close at the halftime, which tells me that Hug actually stands a chance of winning, which is a bit shocking. I figured Handshake would actually be the one in the lead, and it would be about a lot, because there doesn't seem to be a lot of them. There is tricolor battles open. I'm gonna wait until the next rotation to give them a go, because there's only like half an hour left of this rotation. No, that's the perfect time to do this. Let's do this. Yeah. I have no idea what these even are. That is fine. It is fine for you to be Handshake, though I will judge you for it. Shiver has won enough. Though this is very much one of those cases of, like, her go-to greeting is the closest to what I do, but, you know, which is sit in the corner and just wait for other people to say hi to me. That is my go-to greeting. And then I verbally say hi back. I'm honestly curious to see how tricolor works with color lock. Because I've not done a tricolor yet, like, ever. I probably have a terrible weapon for this. Wait, Hug is the defending team? When did we take the lead? Ultra what? Ow. I have no idea what this even means. Ow. Yeah, I feel like I have a pretty bad weapon for this. Ow. Ow. What are you doing, Freddy? Okay, I think they're being a Kraken. Really getting the feeling, ow, that the people from whatever the far right team is are actually coordinating. And kind of had this thought of, hey, let's make the push at the very end, because it's still just turf war. I don't understand how this game mode exactly works. It does almost feel like the yellow team was just not fighting the other team. Like... Also definitely feels like the undercover is not a great weapon for that game mode. I don't have a fast enough time to kill. So let's see. It's not much special charge, but it's something. It's not better on the time to kill front, but... Booyah bombs at least can be thrown at the center. So... it's my thought process here. Roller above me. I don't like that. Ow. Totally fair special, the ink vac. Hate that thing so much. I need to just get some turf. I will take it! That entire team is down. Yeah, I know where it is. I'm just not a weapon to stand near it. Sprinkler splat. That is probably too fast. I had almost no time to react to that. Like, I get if they make it too slow, then there's no time to take it, but that almost feels too fast. I was right there and turned right around. Yeah, I'm not liking this game mode. Oh, we also had a disconnect. That's fun. Didn't even notice. That's probably about the time everything went to crap. Ugh. Because 3v2v2 is not a, not a good time. I'm gonna give this, like, another run, but I'm thinking I don't like this game mode. Fair, but that still very much felt like it was just too fast. Oh, we had 2 disconnects. Oh, good. And see, the problem with it not counting as a loss is it still counts as a win for the teams that win. So it's still a net positive for the teams that win, Nintendo. It should count as a loss for everyone or a win for everyone. That is the only way to make disconnects fair. Because, like, I was right there and had no time to react, so that means that if you're fast enough at button mashing, literally you could just YOLO rush the thing over and over and over again and win. You know, it should at least take 2 or 3 seconds. That was like maybe a second and a half. Maybe. That frame loss upon loading back in. And like I said, I'm still gonna give this another few goes, because it's very likely maybe I'm missing something. I don't want to give complete judgment, but it definitely feels like a, the type of situation where I'm just not gonna care for the game mode. But that's fine. Everyone has game modes they don't like. For me, that would then be 2 game modes, because I still don't like Clam Blitz. You can never make me like Clam Blitz. Maybe try ordering it. Bad joke's bad. And it could also just simply be this map. Oh hey, we're an attacking team now. Hey, for a second I had the thought of, oh, that's probably not ground. Ow. That was a bad sprinkler throw. Do not understand if they're supposed to do something now, or if this is now just a turf as much as you can. Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. Inkvac is a fair special. It's totally fair and balanced, and you're totally able to actually fight back against it. Totally just a fair thing. Like, why would you think it isn't fair? Like, why would you think the Inkvac isn't fair? It only counters everything else. Like, that's totally fair, right? Yeah, I hate the Inkvac with my entire soul. That it has to be, without a doubt, the most just broken special they have ever added to the game. I almost don't want to keep going just because frickin' Inkvac. I'm just waiting for the moment they put the Inkvac on something, like, actually really good. And just, people actually seem to start realizing how just absurdly broken that is. But then again, them making dualies, one of the best weapons of 2, didn't make anyone realize how broken being able to ignore core game mechanics was, so... doubt it's gonna work with this, either. I am definitely noticing a trend, though. The defending team is fighting a very, very uphill battle. And it could just be this map isn't great for tricolors. I don't know. So after the map rotation, if the map is different, I'll probably give it another go, but... I do apologize, I'm getting salty already. That is the power of the Inkvac. Like, there's just nothing you can do about it. At all. Like, no matter what I did with my Booyah Bomb in that situation, my special was being completely negated. Even if I tried to throw it away from where he was, it wouldn't have mattered. Like, that shouldn't ever happen. That's kind of the reason they got rid of the original Bubbler, was that it was felt it was too powerful for the amount of invulnerability it gave. Wait, is this a mirror match? I'm very confused. How does this work? a mirror match in tricolor. Like, what happens when a team wins? Ow. Also, indeed. Good morning. Ow. That's fair, but you did ask how does what work, so... That was not my intention. I was trying to shoot a man. I was trying to Call of Duty shoot a man, and I grabbed a bottle instead. I think my teammate also just tried to Call of Duty shoot a man and grabbed the bottle instead. Ow. I should have expected that. How... Who gets points for this? I mean, I'm assuming one of the teams probably wasn't. Hug, but can't really tell who. But the banner definitely just showed Hug and more Hug. So like, I'm very confused. Like, even this is insane. I don't get it. I don't know. Very confused. It's making my minor headache even worse. Well, I think I've properly leveled up at some point. Maybe? Did I? Yes. The Galdeco! The Bamboozler! Bloblobber Deco! Okay. Wow, a lot of shirts. I may run out of money on just the shirts. Yep. Yeah, I was gonna say I'll just buy all the shoes, but I'll come collect my Harmony stuff. Oh man, money ticket and a hat. The most useless ticket and a hat. It's 5 minutes to map rotation. I'm gonna see if I can get one more tricolor in. That is fair. Yeah, excuse me. Do you not know why I'm burping? I should not be burping. Handshake is winning now. Okay. Yeah, that changes fast. But at least this is actually fighting against other teams. Ow. Hydra, where were you, my boy? Charging your booyah? Yeah, it didn't go so well, did it? Oh, they're in our spawn, I guess. Yeah, it's really feeling like the Hydra is probably not a good weapon for this. It's just a bit too slow and lumbering and kind of relies on having teammates around. I mean, you only have one teammate. Like, I honestly don't know how we could even push for this thing. It's about what I expected to have happen. Crap. It fell. Damn it. I just don't have the time to kill. Wow, this might actually be a time the defending team wins. Yeah, wow, they actually did it. Partially, it feels like because that defending team actually feels like they're communicating, and the attacking teams are not, which is the big, yeah, the big thing. If you could talk to your teammates and be like, hey, yo, there's people coming from this way, it kind of, you know, kind of helps. That is not something I could ever do while streaming. I mean, I could do it, it would just be awkward. Yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna stick with regular battles, though. If the map is different, I'll give it a go or two with Tricolor. Tricolor just feels like a mistake. Like, it doesn't feel good to play. Okay, it's the same map, so I'm guessing that's the only map. I should change my weapon back. Oh well, I'll stick with the arrow spray for now. And immediately a 10 times battle. Let's go, my hug rulers. I'm not gonna be able to do what I normally do here, but because the arrow spray just doesn't hold hallways very well. Can do that. Sodies. If I can get to the sodies. Yes! Sodies. Thought I was already dead. Probably could have won that if I didn't think I'd already died. I think that was my first death. Oh, that was a bad sprinkler. Teammate, I thought you were behind me. I did not have that if you thought I did. Yo, we lose. Team, we had that for so long. We let Big Man down. And to me, the Booyah Bomb has always just felt like a disruption tool, because it's never been the easiest to get splats with. I think 3 here just kind of puts into perspective how relatively weak the specials of Splatoon 2 were. Because, at least to me, the Booyah Bomb doesn't really feel any different. But we now have things like the Triple Ink Strike. That is basically 3 Booyah Bombs with no charge time. You know? So it kind of just creates this awkward, like, why am I using this moment? And the answer is because it's on the Arrow Spray and there isn't a Triple Ink Strike on an Arrow Spray. Hey, get back here. I said get back here, you coward! You'd rather be a little coward than fight. Calling him a coward because it was a sploosh running from my Arrow Spray. He wins that fight if he takes it, but he was just running instead of taking the fight. That's why I was calling him a coward. Doesn't want to. Ow. Exactly. Never run from a fight in general. It's always more fun to just fight it out. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But that Splatana knows what's up. Like... it just lost to a, I mean, it may not be a panic button, but you can't blame me for thinking that Splatana can't splat me that fast, because they really can't. Crap. Crap. There really isn't a panic button special in this game. Other than, I guess, the ink vac, though that's not really a panic button. That's a make the other team salty button. Yeah, I should swap off the Arrow Spray. And a roller at extreme range is also not something I'm particularly afraid of. Though, the only difference there is I'm not really afraid of a Splatana at close range. Just requires way too much accuracy, and most players can't manage that. So the average Splatana is... You question why they're even bothering. I'm not saying the weapon can't do well, just the average of the players you run into can't Splatana. So it's really not a weapon I'm all that concerned with. Yeah, I don't think they have any zip casters. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. You're not having your soda. Or maybe you are, because... Okay, no, you're not! Haha! Honestly, even then, I feel like I would be more worried about, you know, a paintbrush than I would a Splatana. The paintbrush is just better in basically every way, at least from what I've seen. Soda active. I don't really want to take that fight. I also don't trust my shield anymore, because it's definitely changed the invulnerability areas to when things explode in front of the shield. Like, that's kind of my issue with the Splatana, is why would you not just use a paintbrush? Or even an octobrush, or an ink brush? They have more mobility and do the same job. And if you can get good with the Splatana, you can probably get good with the others too. The only difference is you lose the close range insta-kill, but that's also... against a player of equal skill, probably not the easiest thing to pull off to begin with. So, you know... This is kind of over. I keep running into communicating teams today, and that's not a fun time. Ow. We won? How? You cannot look at that map and say that that was a win. Okay. What? Was that like a by 0.1% or something? I wasn't even paying attention, I just saw the victory. No, that was apparently 1%. Almost. Well, not exactly 1%. That was... 0.3? Yeah. Still, though, that did not feel like a win. I mean, that could easily just fall down to you've practiced more, but... 10 times! Let's see if I can not lose this one. You know, something I'm surprised doesn't happen, but kind of expected to happen with the changes to how the disconnect mechanics work. I'm surprised whatever team is winning doesn't just automatically have, like, there isn't just people on that team to just disconnect from the times battles, because that prevents any other team from winning it. Sure, you're not winning it anymore, but if you're already in the lead, you don't need it anymore. Oh, I'm so dead. Every one of them was there. Where is my team? Where did my shield go? It was probably a bomb. I am playing like garbage. Yeah, that blaster knows how to get around my shield. Teammates, please. I can't fight this Luna. We have the same range, but he knows how to get around my shield. Teammate, please. Jesus. Ah! Take the instant respawn. Get ink back. I mean, I don't want to give my teammate too much crap for letting me die to the charger, but, like, come on, man. All you had to do is join me at pushing the sniper. #1 damage taker, yeah! I'm still playing like crap. I still have no idea what the shells do. Yeah. It probably explained them at some point, but that was a long time ago, and I don't remember. So, I just have some shells. Just got all these shells, I don't know what to do with them. Just drop them in a corner, I guess. My teammate kind of just abandoned me there. He knew there was someone down there. Why do people put so much faith in the undercover? Jeez. It's not a good weapon, guys. Okay, somehow one of our teammates got fully behind them all. Ow. One of them got behind us. Okay. Man, if you had just been shooting at me instead of throwing stuff, you probably would have won that engagement, my man. You had me hurting. That was silly, but it worked, so I'll take it. Yeah, there's a sploosh being a sploosh. He's got the stamp, so there's literally nothing I can do here. Except this. I will take surviving over dealing with him. Wow, he didn't go where I thought he was going to. And we probably lose. No. Okay, yeah, I can see it like that. Like this, I really couldn't. But also the bottom of the map was obscured. I still played like crap, but somehow did well. Blech. I mean, Inksaver main is helpful. It's one of those things I'm used to having it from 2, and I do miss having the Inksaver main I used to have, even though it wasn't much. I do feel not having it. My goal at this time is to still recreate my, at least the abilities of my Splatoon 2 outfit. I mean, that wasted the special, but I would have probably died if I hadn't done that, so... Teammate, you could have used me as your shield and helped. That would have been pretty cool. That would have been pretty poggers. That Splat Jr. has... I mean, he has an appropriate amount of faith in me given what I am, but... Man, do I wish he had just a little more faith in me. Man, that teammate really loves his spawn camping. Ow. But he was dealt with. Mate. Someone chased him down there and then just like, nah, you can live. Reach the soda. Yes, the soda. Yes, give me the sugar. Ow. I couldn't get any ink. I was trying so hard. Uh-oh. Okay. For a second I thought I was going down the pit. We probably lost that one. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell. With Captain Spawn Camp on our side, it's really hard to tell. Yeah. Like, clearly a War Thunder player. That is a joke anyone that doesn't know War Thunder would not get, but you know what? You could probably put together the context. At the very least, shooters are out-turfing me. That is what they should be doing. I don't think anyone's leaking anything, but spawn camping is very prevalent in War Thunder. Specifically from German players. So that's why I said Captain Spawn Camp here is definitely a War Thunder player. I'm just waiting for the point where they close down the War Thunder forums and move them to Discord. That way they can more easily pretend they don't see leaks when they happen. Now the World of Warships forums, / just Wargaming in general, moved to Discord. Like, they're entirely based out of Discord now. Yes, soda into soda. I've always been super good at that jump. Ow. I mean, Wargaming had some decent reasons for it. The biggest of those reasons was basically, A, Discord allows for form functionality, and more people used the Discord and basically treated it like a form than used the actual form. And it's a lot cheaper to run a Discord server than it is to run an actual form. Like, I can understand all of those points. it does make the game feel a bit less professional to have its form on Discord, but, you know, I can understand their point. They hit disconnect. Is it just me, or do people disconnect more often from Splatoon 3? Really gives me the feeling that there's more people rage quitting. Because it'd be the same peer-to-peer. Like, I know in the first game there was a lot of disconnects. And it was pretty universally accepted they were mostly all rage quits. I just don't know what the consensus is for 3. Because I don't disconnect much at all, because I have this fancy thing called an Ethernet adapter for the Switch. Nintendo sells it. It's like 20 bucks. That's why, like, anytime if you're watching the stream and it looks like I'm lagging, yeah, I'm connected to somebody else with crappy internet. That's what's going on. Because my connection itself is really stable. It's just how Nintendo does online is you connect to the other players. So I'm almost a queen +1. Yes. They got Jesus. I just noticed their name. Or maybe they have Jesus. The lack of Handshake still has me worried, especially where Handshake took over as the defender of tricolors. That tells me they're really not that far behind. Unless I'm completely misunderstanding how that works. Which I could be. Not impossible. Mr. Sniper. I'm down here now. What are you gonna do about it? I'm over here now. What are you gonna do about it? Oh, I love doing that to snipers because they panic and you can tell they're panicking. He just very much had the reaction of, oh god, get away, away, go, get, away, gremlin. Is there 2 sets of dualies with Reef Slider? It's kind of boring. So I know the Blue Dapples have it. It's a bit boring to have two of the same weapon class that... I mean, let's be real. There's probably not a substantial difference between... the Tetras and the Dapples. Not in how you play them. I know there are substantial differences. Like, I'm not saying there isn't. But it's in how they're played. It's pretty much the same. It's like, it just feels boring to have two of them. Especially when, like, they could have... Like, if they wanted to have two dualies with Reef Slider, they could have went Googla. Googla Reef. Have both opposite ends of the dually spectrum with Reef Slider. Because, like, that's the thing. Like, specials don't need to pair well with the weapon. They can just be funny. Like, they don't all need to be competitively viable. They can just be funny. Yes, Queen +1! My power is increasing! I'm glad that charger didn't get to, actually charge its special. Don't worry, Koraidon. We all do at some point. Thinks back to my initial playing of the first game where I was terrible. I don't think any of my regular viewers were around back then, but like, yeah, I was awful. I was basically carried by the fact that Bubbler existed. Hey, another 10 times battle. Wait. Vapor. Is that Ryan? That better not be Ryan. If that's Ryan, I'm gonna shoot him in the face. It's probably not. If it is, I expect I'll probably get a message on Discord. Because my name's pretty recognizable to those who know it. We're not getting decimated, so that's probably not Ryan. Ah, yeah, you totally wouldn't recognize my name if you randomly encountered me online. You totally wouldn't. Ow. The fact that Jet Sculpture has Ink Storm has me kind of tempted to pick it up. Because I'm one of those weird people that I like the bad specials. Though I probably wouldn't use it on, like, this map. Yeah, so I said that Jet Sculpture. Pretty sure I said that Jet Sculpture anyway. I may not have. I know the other one has freaking Ink Vac, and I hate the Ink Vac so much. I will never not complain about the Ink Vac. If I'm not complaining about the Ink Vac, it's either been balanced, which will never happen, or I'm dead. Like, literally real life dead. Ow. Yeah, not a huge amount I can do against a Kraken with this thing. This man hates bad game design, and the ink vac is bad game design. It's not a balanced special. It's just not. You can never convince me otherwise. When they initially, like, I had heard tales initially of, oh man, they're bringing the bubbler back. I was like, sweet, they're just bringing back all the first game specials. And then I saw what they did with it. Like, to call it the big bubbler? Oh, that's gonna be, so it's gonna be even better than the, oh no. Oh no, they murdered it. They mutilated it. They turned it into a placeable. I want the old bubbler back. And I do kind of wish they would just bring back the bad specials from the previous two games. Though, Ink Armor is bad. It's one of those things of, I understand it has a place in competitive. I do. I understand that. I play Turf War. It doesn't have a place in Turf War. In Turf War, it doesn't matter. That's where my Ink Armor is bad comes from. But like, Jesus, another 10 times battle. It's the same with, like, Echolocator from the first game. Completely awful special, but in the right situations, it was actually helpful. I mean, just having that knowledge of where the enemy team is a bonus in of itself. Oh no, I'm getting bubbled. Yeah, that was only gonna end that way. Yeah, I wish the Ink Strike was the original Ink Strike. Because this one, as I've even already mentioned, is basically just 3 Booyah Bombs. That's basically all they've turned it into. Like, I wish they would have made the explosion comparatively the same size as it was in the original, and let you drop it anywhere. That would have kept it different. But instead, it's the same thing we already have, but 3 of them. Why? Why are you doing that? You have way too much faith in me, teammate. Like, that's my main issue with the triple Ink Strike, is just, it doesn't feel like its own special. It just feels like they took the Booyah Bomb and was like, yeah, let's just add 2 more. I didn't know what was behind me. I was just taking a chance. I really miss the splashdown too. I wish that came back. Like, they have such a wealth of specials to pick from. And they decided to murder some and bring back a few others that, I mean, yeah, people wanted, but... They wanted the originals back, not these murdered side grades of them. I don't know who won. Yeah! Yeah, Tentamissiles, those are pretty cool. They were the original replacement for the original Ink Strike. You know, things that lock on to the enemy and just go at the enemy, instead of being something you drop anywhere. And they're really fun to use, and really convenient. But nah, people don't like them. For some reason. Like, I honestly miss... I think of all the specials I miss... I mean, currently, it's Splashdown. I'm missing Splashdown the most. Because Reef Slider is not a replacement. Reef Slider is not better, it's a side grade of the same thing. But it's not... It's not useful to how at least I play the Undercover. Also, how did I out-turf an Aerospray? Okay. Well, it's more, not even so much just as a panic button. It's the splashdown perfectly lined up with basically allowing you to recover your shield while making less confident opponents back away from you. Which then let you stay in the fight longer. The Reef Slider takes you to the fight. That's what it does. You can't actively use it in a fight because of the setup being too long. It just doesn't work the same way the Splashdown did. Which is where, like, I do feel like I played a lot better with 2's Undercover just because of that. The special synergized with the main, unlike now, where it kinda doesn't. I mean, it does support the push forward and never stop mindset of the Undercover, but that doesn't always work, you know? And, like, it's much better suited for things like the Dapple Dualies or the Sploosh. Like, the Splashdown is worse on those than it is for the Undercover. And the Reef Slider is better for those than it is on the Undercover. Just down to how the weapons work. Given how much Nintendo clearly loved dualies, I wouldn't be surprised. They didn't. They were the shortest range by an actual considerable amount. They were like half a bar of range less. See, like, I'm not saying that the reef slider can't work with this thing. Like, I just got away because of it. I would have died otherwise. But, like, with Splashdown, I might have actually won the encounter. I wouldn't have to run away. If you could have the reef slider immediately explode, it would be perfect. But it has to start moving first. And like, I'm sure the more I use this, the more I'm gonna get used to having it, but... my decision-making is definitely a lot hindered. And yeah, incline kills. Always great to see. I'm so bad at that jump. I mean, I'm so good at it. See, I made it. First try. Fine, I'll set up the rear one first. Those are also always funny. As much as I want to stick with this group, I need coffee. And I probably can't get coffee and get back before timer, so... oh, I mean, that group's basically entirely changed now. Okay. I don't feel so bad. Yeah! Times 10 win! We made Big Man proud! Okay, I'm gonna go grab coffee real quick. I will be right back. And return. And still have a minor headache from sleeping too much. Can't say too long, because I definitely needed the sleep. And it definitely wasn't a continuous sleep either. But, you know. I love when that happens. When your body's just like, okay, we sleep now. It's like, okay. Then 2 hours later, it's like, okay, we awake now. Really makes me feel like I slept. I don't. I feel like I didn't sleep at all. I'm just as tired as I was last night. Which is great. Just get snagged on that light. That was funny. We both reef slidered at the same time. Yeah, my teammate, I don't think Crab Tank is good for this map rotation. I could be wrong, but Crab Tank just doesn't feel like it does well on maps that aren't mostly flat. Hello, Alex. Yeah, wasn't a huge amount I could do there, other than hope I splatted somebody. I should have stopped the thing sooner, but they would have just thrown it wherever I stopped. That was going so well until it wasn't. I actually wonder how much my special power-up is actually helping. I don't want to have this special power-up. It's just how my clothes happen to roll. So it's kind of what I'm stuck with now. So I really don't want to scrub or re-roll because I don't have that many snails. Wow, I leveled up and leveled up my catalog. I totally care about leveling up the catalog. It's totally something I care about. I mean, it gives me some clothes. That's all I care about from it. Can give me some tickets for getting experience. I don't think I will end up doing another City Folk playthrough. I mean, I've already done one. If I do another Animal Crossing, it's going to be one of the newer games. Probably New Leaf, just because I've been doing them kind of in order. I just didn't do the very first one. Because I'm not on the very first one. That guy knows how to fight me. He's a scary opponent. Darn it. I'm so dead. I was hoping both of them would jump down. My head teammates, they seem to have gone somewhere else. Ow. Yeah, I think we lost that one. I love how the, your second and third emotes broke in my Twitch chat. The fact that we lost effectively 3v4. Nintendo, you don't need to end the match just because. You can let matches play out. Some teams are just this bad. What does that symbol above their head mean? I've yet to figure that out. Because my guess is it might be something to do with Salmon Run? Like, they'll have like a salmonid symbol, gold, above their head in the name bit start. Like that. A little salmon with a ribbon under it. It's all gold above their name. I fell down the hole. Maybe. Just feels weird because every time I see it, the people with that symbol tend to play kind of bad. Ow. The irony of saying that as I die. It's not been a universal, but like... That's why I'm thinking it probably has something to do with Salmon Run. To get that symbol above you. Maybe you get it for beating the Kohozuna. I don't know. Or like beating one of the big rushes. Team, please. We were winning so well. Why would you super jump to me? Why? You can see I'm in a bad spot. Why would you do that? Like, why? Why do people do that? You have, like, you have to be looking at the map to super jump. As I think I've said before, my tentative plans is to see about doing a new Animal Crossing series at the beginning of next year. Hopefully starting January 1st, but may not be the first I start on. The irony of me saying anytime I've seen that symbol, the players don't seem to play well, and then we get beat by a team with 3 of them. But to be fair, I'm pretty sure it was the Awat person on my team that also had one. So, like, you know, usually I only see them, like, one at a time. And yeah, it'll probably either be New Leaf or New Horizons. I've yet to decide, but probably New Leaf, just so I can keep doing them in relative order, and I prefer New Leaf to New Horizons. New Horizons is just too happy home designer for me. I want my villagers to have their own say on what happens to them. What are you doing? Why are you all back here? Aerospray! Please! I have one of them disconnected. Wow. Yeah, I mean, New Horizons isn't bad. I wish there was a toggle to have it, like, your villagers just move in on their own. You know, instead of having to designate, okay, here is where you can live. You know, like, I hate that. It takes so much of the personality out of Animal Crossing. I mean, like, I get a lot of people with New Leaf would use their various community projects to basically just build the giant community projects to zone their town. Wait until every villager had moved in, and then demolish the things, and then build whatever they wanted. Like, I get that's what they did with New Leaf. You know, the obsessive people. But, like, the majority of Animal Crossing players aren't those obsessive people that want the perfect-looking town, or island, or city, or, you know. They just want to play the game, have some fun, make some animal friends. Make some animal rivals. Make some animal nemesi. Ow. Where did my teammate go? Oh, they splatted. Okay. That is fair. Can't say I've ever really encountered a villager that I overly, like, fully dislike. I've definitely had villagers where, like, I've had a friendly rivalry with them because they built their house on top of, like, a rare flower. You know? Or, you know, crushed my only instance of a certain fruit. Which is just a thing that New Horizons is missing. Because, like, as much as I tried during my streams of New Horizons to always be like, no, I'm gonna put these villagers in places that I'm just gonna put them right here. I'd always have the case where I'm like, no, but I have a tree here. And there's a flower here. You know, I gotta move this first. You know, I didn't just do it, because why would you? You want to preserve your stuff. The villagers don't care. Like... Yeah, it's one of the things with New Horizons I didn't notice much, but it's also very likely I just didn't play the game as much as most other people have. So, like, I didn't play long enough to notice. I did play long enough to notice the rice babies. I noticed those. That will forever be a weird item. How did I outpoint an arrow spray? Arrow sprays, please. I almost outpointed the enemy arrow spray. How? Guys, you should be doing so much better than I am. Your weapon is so much better for turfing. I mean, our Aerospray seemed to be one of those people that was very anal about painting absolutely everything, which is probably why I outpointed him. But, or her. Most likely her. But, still. That is still something I find very interesting from having my YouTube analytics quite a few years back. I don't know if it still holds up. But, like, back when I was streaming the very first Splatoon, and had streams that got a shit ton more viewers than my streams do now, I had YouTube analytics for, like, viewership. And Splatoon streams ended up with, I think it was something like 78% of the viewers were female. Or at least told YouTube they were female. But I'll take it. That person's name is quite a reference. Hey, so is that person. Okay, rockin'. A lot of references going on here, though that's a lot more E for everyone than the other person's name. What even happened with my special there? Man, when people can aim with the Splash-O-Matic, they are dangerous. Yeah, Splatoon's got some really banging music. Okay, teammate, stop seabagging and actually play the game, please. It helps literally nobody to seabag. I was dead no matter what. I took the faster death. This one's pretty over. I mean, if you want to do it, that's fine, but, like, you're not helping anybody. And in a match this close, you really should be doing anything you can to help. I'm dead. So many specials destroy bombs. The Reef Slider does not destroy bombs. That's another thing. Splashdown destroyed bombs. How did we win? Was that by 0.1? I don't know if that was definitely close. Chunk. .2. Almost 0.1. That was like one shot from most weapons away from going either way. Like, I think the Ink Brush turfs like 50 points per swing into an empty field. It has to be an empty field. I don't think it's that much. I think it's closer to 22 points per swing. That also heavily depends on the map. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. I should not have gone this way. Okay, it's working out. Damn it! I couldn't get quite close enough to finish him off. Yeah, he had a lot more run speed than me. Oh hey, that's a min-maxer. Got it. Cool. I do not understand why people do that. Like, I get it. Having that main of run speed is better than having the double sub power. Because a main is 3 and double sub is just 2 of each. Like, I get it. But you're just wasting chunks. Because, like, 8 PM tonight, it's gone. Like, you don't get to keep it. Aww. Freaking paintbrush. I'm sorry, paintbrush. Dead. I'm so dead. Yep. Bloblobber is one of those weapons that I just can't fight. Because, like, one perfect swing, and they've broken my shield and dealt some damage to me. Why did you do that? Is that Kevin? No. You're not Devin. I don't care about you. Anyone who didn't watch that Mario Kart stream will not get that reference, but needless to say, I basically adopted someone named Devin. I mirrored their combo, but on Dry Bowser. I need to do more Mario Kart streams, because I enjoy playing Mario Kart. And those streams perform well. Like, that is something that honestly surprises me with Splatoon 3. Like, Mario Kart does great. Well, not great, but great for me in my normal time streaming. Which is why this stream's so late, is I'm testing to see if it possibly performs better later in the day. Because, like, my latest Splatoon streams have been kind of bad. Like, the almost not worth streaming them kind of bad. Like, I think yesterday's stream on YouTube had 7 viewers. With an average watch time of less than 20 seconds. Like, today is definitely better. Average view duration is 24 minutes and views of 7. Which, you know, that's nice. Later in the day is definitely better for YouTube. But like Mario Kart would have like 20-some views in this same time with probably an average view duration of close to an hour with, you know, it's just one of those things of Mario Kart 8 is just performing better, and I don't get as salty with that game either. Might have something to do with it. So many of that symbol. I do not know what it means. I do not know whether to actually take more caution around those players. It's not like I took note of what weapon they had anyway, so it's not like I could take more caution around them, but still. I assume it at least means they did something with, like, Salmon Run or maybe ranked. I don't know. Maybe it means they're just really good kissers. I don't know. I mean, that's fair, but it's more just a trend I've noticed with the Splatoon games in general. The very first Splatoon game, way back when I was streaming it in 2016, I was averaging 70-some views per stream, easily. Splatoon 2, that dropped to around, like, 20 to 30. This one, it's 7. It's not an average of 7, but I'm getting 7 a lot. The average is closer to, like, 12, 13. Ow. Like, the original Splatoon was definitely the most popular of the Splatoons, at least for watching. Yeah, I did also just drop off the Earth a few times. Having depression does that. Untreated depression, specifically. And, like, I know what my major issue was, and this is going to sound incredibly stupid, or maybe this will be a complete move. It was because I was trying to set a schedule for a lot of it. And I would miss a day, like a single day of what I was trying to do as a schedule. And that would just send me into a why bother spiral. Where, like, I'd be like, I want to stream. It's like, but I missed that scheduled day, so why should I even bother? Like, no one cares anymore. I'm very self-defeating. Which is also why, as you may have noticed, aside from setting the goal of 150 streams, I didn't set a schedule. Because schedules kill my motivation the moment I miss a day. And I will miss a day. I know I will, which is why I'm not setting a schedule. I can't set schedules. It will kill my motivation. just because of how self-defeating I get. Like, it's literally a case of I need to just do streaming whenever I feel like streaming, or I will not stream. Because I'll miss a day, and then everything will go to shit. I am still trying to figure out what games work good on what days, and what times work best. Like, for me personally, for my life, doing the things I do normally, streaming from 6 a.m. till noon works great for me. Does not work great for viewership. Which is a bit annoying. Because 6 a.m. to noon is a good long stream. Nice 6-hour time period. And it almost perfectly lines up to when Robotic wakes up. She tends to get up around 11 noon-ish. So, like, it works great. But that's probably not going to actually work out terribly well. I need to probably just go back to what I know works. Of, you know, at least, like, at least starting around noon. Ow. And going until, like, 5 or 6. I might actually start doing, like, noon to 6. Though that does miss the, other coast. Which is why a lot of streams and videos tend to upload around 6, my time. Is because that's roughly 2 p.m. on the other coast. And I know me saying times means almost nothing to you guys, but you can work it out. Ow. If I normally start streaming at 6 a.m., then you take that time and compare it to your own, and that's what the relevant time for you is. Or you just go 6 a.m. Atlantic time and convert it. Yeah, like, that's the thing. Like, I know, like, 6 a.m. my time is still literally nighttime for the rest of North America. No one's awake at that point. Wingzed. I thought you were only 3 hours behind me. Unless you guys don't do daylight savings time, and we still do. I hate daylight savings time so much. I will never understand its purpose. It's like, I know the argument is always, oh, well, it was to give farmers more time in the day, except it doesn't. Time is a human construct. They have the same number of hours that the sun is up. No matter what. Nothing changes that. The sun is only going to be up for a certain amount of time. Messing with our clocks does nothing. Just to keep the tenta missiles from hitting the ground. Some of them still kind of did, but... Like, my main thing is, like, I'm trying to find a good starting time for me, where I can still have time in the day to spend time with Robotic, because relationships are important, you know? Which is where I am thinking maybe trying for around noon to 6 in that block. Because, like, that still gives... I tend to go to bed around, like, 10, so that still gives around 4 hours. But also even trying to set a starting time is, you know... I just go with whatever my sleep schedule tends to allow for as well, so... Which, I mean, noon to 6 is one that's a pretty easy one, because I'm usually awake throughout the day. This isn't like a few years ago, where I was awake predominantly at night, which is why I would always stream so late, was because that was my day, like... So dead. I should have backed away. Backing away isn't in my playbook, though. I did. I'm gonna be honest, I feel bad saying this. I didn't notice she left. But then again, it's not like Discord tells me when people leave the server, so... And it had been quite a while since Anissa had really even been active on the Discord, so... Last I spoke with her was pretty normal, so... Because it was basically back during the hurricane that knocked out my power and basically traumatized Nova Scotia. It was after my power had dropped, she had messaged me to be like, hey, what Splatfest team are you joining? And I had to reply with, so I don't have power. I can't. And that was basically it, so... I mean, we basically shrugged off a crazy dude with an axe wandering around. So, you know. But, like, the entire province losing power for a week or more, depending on where you were in the province. Yeah, that made everyone a little more cautious. And also made a lot of people go, hey, Nova Scotia Power, you want to, like, get on this shit? Like, our infrastructure clearly was not ready. What the shit? What are you doing? And also when we're the ones traumatizing other people. That's also when we're not traumatized. Probably your power company cares a little more. Because I would hope that Nova Scotia is the only province like this, though I know I'm not. I know it's just being hopeful. But Nova Scotia Power literally holds the monopoly on our power lines. They are the only ones to basically have access to them. And then, I think it was last year, but it's my brain with time. When the hurricane happened, the general argument being thrown around, mostly by Nova Scotia Power, was, oh, well, no one wants to work for them anymore. It's like, no one's ever really wanted to work for you guys. Like, and a lot of people are kind of sick of paying you money. We want competition. Power lines should really be owned by the province, not an individual company. Given they're kind of one of those things that, like, the entire province relies upon, and relies upon working, though I don't have the most faith in the provincial government to actually keep them running, but I have more faith in them than I do Nova Scotia Power. I mean, we also have to deal with hurricanes and tropical storms, and you don't really have to deal with that stuff. Which, you know, is a bit of a strain on the system, but it is very much a case of how are we not prepared for these things by now? And the answer to that, much like many things in life, is greed. Nova Scotia Power does not want to spend the money to make sure things don't go wrong. Because, you know, that would cost them money. They'd rather do the normal company thing of lay off a bunch of people and then complain that no one wants to work for them. You know, the same things that Loblaws does, and basically every other big company. Yeah, I mean, it's the same way over here. But, like, using the example of this hurricane, there were so many downed trees that basically every single power grid was out. All of them were out. Because tree management hadn't been done properly. And then there was other cases where just simply the power pole fell because pole management hadn't been done properly. Or other cases where, you know, the line itself just snapped under the strain of the wind because the lines were old and badly maintained, and, you know, things like that. Enough of those localized grids go down, and the entire system has to go down because there's just too many faults. I mean, we literally live on the corner of a grid to the point where we can have power and across the road doesn't. Like, or across the road will have power and we won't. Ow. That Octobrush is lagging around the place. How are we losing to 3 Splatanas? Oh. Well, that makes sense. I just looked at our weapons. That makes a lot of sense now. We'd be losing to 3 ink brushes. When I say 3 Splatanas. 2 Splatanas and a paintbrush. Just 3 regular Splatanas would probably be enough. 3 regular ink brushes would be enough. We don't really have good, fast weapons. See, from that, it sounds like you guys at least have 2 power companies. Competition tends to mean companies have to do better. Otherwise, they won't get your service, which is what they want. We have Nova Scotia Power, and only Nova Scotia Power. Because Nova Scotia Power owns the power lines. Another company literally cannot come in and set up, because Nova Scotia Power owns the lines. They get to decide who gets to use them. So if you want to come in and set up competition to them, they're just not going to allow it. Because they own the lines. And there's really no realistic way of just laying down more line. Octobrush disconnected. We may still win. Yes! Victory! Which is where I definitely feel like, you know, the power lines themselves should at least be owned by the Nova Scotian government. It should not be that one company can own them all. Yeah, see, that helps. That keeps the competition alive. one company can't just step in and own everything. Well, they probably could if they bought everyone else out, which would be a bad time for everybody. Probably? Not sure. I've never heard of them having a monopoly anywhere. I don't know. Wish I could think of that really shitty ISP in the US so American viewers have some context. Because it's basically like having only one internet service provider. Yay, 10 times battle. Oh. No, the American one is an AT&T. Comcast, I think it is. That tends to hold a monopoly for internet service in most places around the US. Also has some of the worst internet service of any provider. I think it's Comcast anyway. Like, from playing World of Warships a lot and sitting in the help chat, I've seen people mention how basically... can't fight him up there. It's too far away. I've heard mention of people talking about how literally some updates were larger than their data limit from Comcast. Once again, I think it's Comcast. And that they had no other ISP options. And that they were basically paying, like, almost $100 a month for, like, 10 gig maximum download. Like, with slow internet speeds on top of that. Like, yeah, I feel like this one's over. Sorry, big man, but we lost. At least I think this was a fist bump team. So, like, I don't mind losing to them. God, go away, ink! Jesus. Yeah, there's almost no way we're winning. Plus, I just had tacos not long ago. I mean, we might win. The last 30 seconds are the only seconds that matter, but... we've made kind of a comeback. Dynamo's at the advantage there. To be fair, that could be said about me trying to fight anything. It's always what's at the advantage. Yeah, we lost. Bit of a shame, because I kind of want to see what happens when I collect all the shells. I don't even know what the shells mean. think I'm still net positive on 10 times battles, so, you know. I got that going for me. But, like, that was also something I saw a lot with, reading through the discussions on Steam before, Star Ocean Second Story R came out, was there was people complaining there was no preload because they had, you know, data limits, basically. And if there was a preload, then they could have started downloading it sooner, and then they could have had it all downloaded by the time they actually freaking, you know, the game came out. It's like, I mean, yeah, I kind of get that, but also at the same time, demand better of your ISPs? Like, I get you can't always do that because internet is kind of almost a requirement these days. But, you know. I don't know how I survived that, but I did. Oh, it's because the dynamo moved. Surprised they didn't push me. Because they could have. There was two of them right there. And I had no escape. I need to be really careful when moving forward. I just noticed their entire team is roller-type weapons. I suppose the Splatooners aren't exactly roller types, but they're kind of close. Ow. They're the same idea of short-range weapon sticks. Though the dynamo isn't exactly short-range. It is still a weapon stick. Think we lost. Yeah. Phone was being a dick. Phone, how am I gonna see you're charging if you go dark on me? Though I do need some coffee and to use the washroom. So, where the maps just rotated, I'm gonna go do that. I just need to get into the little pod first, so that, camera doesn't look stupid. I feel like that might be Ryan. So that basically confirms it was not Ryan earlier. Yeah, I will be back. I return. I accidentally pushed L. What maps are these? The same two that are always together. I gotta say, that is also a disappointment with 3. It's just the maps always roll the same maps. Like... I want the maps to be random. So that maybe I'll actually see some of the maps that are in this game. Instead of, like, the same 6 to 8 maps over and over and over and over again. There has to be more maps! Man, I love having soda. Ooh, soda. Speak of the soda, and it appears. It's the kind of run speed I want all the time. Fall back for ink. Ow. We finally got pushed out of their spawn. We have so much of our own spawn that's not even turfed. That always seems to happen. Soda. Soda. I think we won. Just maybe. Now, if only that had been a 10 times better. I do have to wonder, and this is something I thought of like 20-30 minutes ago, but I have to wonder how many people click on this stream like not looking at the thumbnail, just looking at the title, expecting not this. It's gotta be at least one. Like, you see the title, Hugging Queen, you probably expect a female streamer. Not fat dude with a beard. We have a beacon user. Double soda? Can I have 2 sodas? I think I have 2 sodas. I don't think it's doing anything, you know. Ow. Blast. Ow. I'm not expecting there to be a blaster there. That's on me. Okay, guys, it's great and all that you're in their spawn, but, they're in our spawn. Let me get the soda. Yes, I just got the soda. No, I almost got behind the tree. Yeah, we lost this one. Pretty confident we lost this one. Yeah. Not by as much as I thought we did, but we did still lose. This is one of those points, if our base had been fully turfed, we may have actually won. But it wasn't. I also played really bad that one. Getting blasted. My ass was blasted. And I didn't appreciate it very much. Oh man, I forgot I have that turned on. I gotta say, the new Super Mario RPG is not something I'm all that interested in. Like, the original was cool. Don't get me wrong, the original was cool. But, like, it definitely has Final Fantasy Mystic Quest vibes, where it feels like baby's first RPG. And, like, replaying something like that at this point just feels weird. Especially where I feel like I am well and truly past baby's first RPG. You know, I say that I would actually probably... Well, no, I actually probably wouldn't. So let's say I would probably replay or, like, buy a remaster of Mystic Quest, but I actually probably wouldn't. Not unless they really reworked it. I mean, like, I always go on about how, like, Star Ocean 2 is easy. And it's an easy game. It's a very easy game. Mario RPG is easier. Like... That is a good mini Splatling player. And like, I know Connor there would probably get annoyed with me saying that, but like, I'm not... It's one of those things of, I would probably replay it, like, on the SNES. Like, I have no qualms about doing that. Just one hit I needed. But like, unless they've added a lot of content, like the updated visuals just not that interesting. It is cool to me that people these days do get to play Mario RPG. But I would also almost rather they get a chance to play, like, the, the Mario and Luigi games. Because, like, in the grand scheme of Mario RPG games, the Mario RPG games are kind of the best ones, like... Superstar Saga is great. Partners in Time is great. Yeah. Yeah, Thousand Year Door is also getting a remaster. Though it's another of those games I'm not sure I would actually buy it again. Though at the same time, I don't think I would buy Superstar Saga again. Because I have the Switch Expansion Pass Plus, which just lets me play it. Officially. For free. Well, free. So you're the 100th message, AI. How does that make you feel? Gonna go buy yourself a trophy? Buy yourself a Costco hot dog? Yeah, I mean, that's fair. It's a good game. It's worth playing. Like, I'm not just trying to say Thousand Year Door is bad, or that Mario RPG is bad. It's just, as me, someone who played them when I was younger, but they didn't... Like, they're not games like Star Ocean 2 that really stuck with me. Like, they don't have, to me, the same replayability that Star Ocean 2 does. Which is why I was a lot more excited for Star Ocean 2. And even if Robotic hadn't bought it for me, I would have bought it for myself. Very good at this. Case in point, I bought it for her. You know. Like, and I get I'm biased because Star Ocean 2 is literally my favorite game of all time. But I honestly feel like between those three different RPGs, Star Ocean 2 is the one that just people should play the most. And was kind of the most deserving of the remaster. Even though it really didn't need it, it just needed re-released onto a modern system and it would have been fine. Oh shit, oh, I thought I was falling off the map. Up into the corner. The corner doctor. I have like one brain cell and it's currently focused on talking instead of playing. Ooh, is that turfable? No. I mean, some of that is, but most of that is. Oh, they had a disconnect. Okay, yeah, this is basically over. Well, I say that. They can still make the comeback. It's not impossible. They knocked me off the path. Rude. I think we've got this. I hope we got this. Really, guys? How? I mean, I played badly. That's probably part of the reason. I've been playing badly these last few matches, and I think I've been playing too long, is the thing. But I also kind of want to go until the hour. If I play badly again, I'm gonna change weapons. Yeah, like, it's one of those things of, like, I fully do understand people's excitement around Mario, you know, Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, and the Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Which just occurred to me, I called them the Mario RPG games. I meant the Mario and Luigi games. Like I said, I've got like one brain cell. It's kind of being overclocked right now. It's not having a good time. It's not a stable clock. Someone knows how to break my shield. It's illegal. Ow. I do wish the Reef Slider had some level of protection. Like, that would be kind of neat if I had some level of just even like an ink armor shield. Because it does leave you very vulnerable. But, like, as I was saying, I do fully understand the hype. Like, at the same time, maybe it's just me, but, like, once you have played an RPG with a static storyline once, replaying it becomes immensely more boring. Because the magic's gone. You know the story. That's one of the things that has kind of always kept Star Ocean 2 alive for me. Is like, even though I know the story, I don't know all of the sub-stories. Because every party combination and every relationship difference between identical party combinations leads to different private actions. Like, yeah, where on my streamed run, Celine and Ashton ended up together. I had poked around at other Star Ocean streamers last night and found one that just randomly, Welch and Ashton were just hitting it off. Even though they weren't even using both of them. They had just gotten the relations between the two of them high enough that Welch was like, hey, you're a man. You know? Okay, I didn't play badly that time. We just lost. I'll take that. Can't win them all. Yeah, it's just those things where, like, on repeat playthroughs, you're gonna find new stuff. The exception to the static story game not having replayability is something like Earthbound, where you could realistically play that game 3 or 4 times and discover new things every time, because the world is just that jam-packed with stuff to find and discover and mess around with. The tent glitch, for example, you know? That on its own is worth grabbing an emulator and going and messing around with, because it's just fun. That is a fun glitch to mess around with. Well, that team is kind of two extremes. And I suppose with the, I think Thousand Year Door had the medal system, where you could, like, change out how things work. But there's a good chance on your first playthrough, even in the Mario RPGs that have that kind of system, where, like, oh man, you could change out this medal to be better at jumping attacks instead of hammer attacks. There's a pretty good chance that you probably used the one that you were going to use already. Because, like, you're probably going to have a favorite almost immediately. You're probably going to prefer jump or hammer, and you're just going to focus into that, because why wouldn't you? Doing the other is just going to feel bad, you know? No. I really wanted to splat on someone. Yeah, this is pretty much over. Their extremes are better than our people swapping weapons when they probably shouldn't have. The weapons they were using were working. They just decided to stop using them. Like, I think everyone except me changed weapons. And we might actually... No, we're gonna win this. Okay. I was getting pessimistic for nothing. Good job, guys. I did terribly this match, but, you know. Good job, guys. Yeah, I think I've just been playing too long. I should probably just end the stream off. It's a good place to end it, because we could just get a win. Because I'm just playing badly. I also have a bit of a headache, so that's not helping matters much. But I will be back streaming tomorrow. I'll probably actually do Mario Kart tomorrow. Maybe. And I love how I always say I'll be back doing it tomorrow. It's up in the air if it'll actually be tomorrow. Could be the day after tomorrow. Though I'm running out of days I can do that with and still reach my goal. Which, gods, if I can't reach the 150 streams. That was such a low bar. That's going to feel bad. Yeah, 26-19. It's not bad. But yeah, that is going to be it for today. So, thank you all very much for coming out and watching. Best of luck to every team except Handshake. And hopefully I shall see you back here next stream for what will probably be more Mario Kart. See y'all then.